Yo, what's going on, people out there? This is Tyrone Strong, and I'm bringing. What's going on, people out there? This is Tyrone Strong, and I'm bringing you another hit classic. These guys have been exposed once again. In my first video, I introduced you to a new world order, or actually a new world anti-order, called the Swave, which is short for 7 plus the word wave. And these guys are pretty much representing God's side of this battle between good and evil. Speaking of good and evil, their new video, Black Boy, White Boy, seems to tackle this directly. In this video, you will see a depiction of war between angels and demons. It's right in your face. It's no denying it. I've studied this video for hours, and it's no denying that this video is about a battle between good and evil. So let's jump right in. If you look right here in this scene, it's pretty obvious who these guys. If you take a look at this scene, it's extremely obvious that these guys are representing angels of some sort. Just take a look at it. You would really have to try not to see the depictions that these guys are illustrating here. They're wearing white, and there's smoke. It's like a cloudy, heavenly scene. And not to mention the biggest giveaway, he has on a shirt. I believe his name is Rick the Dawn or something like that. He has on a shirt that says "I'm fly," and we already know that angels, I guess demons too, but we already know that angels are the ones that do the flying. They have the wings and things of that nature. So I believe that this scene is depicting a heavenly. I believe that this scene is somehow representing heaven in some way. I believe that this scene in some ways is a depiction of heaven. Let's keep going. All right, right here in the title screen, you'll see Black Boy, White Boy. And once again, I think it's going to be playing on good and evil. We know that the hues of. And right here in the title screen, you'll see Black Boy, White Boy, again playing on the whole dynamic of good versus evil. So you really have to keep your eye out for that in this video. All right, moving on to about 24 seconds into the video. Here's a really odd scene. This is a very odd scene in my opinion. We have a figure wearing all black and one wearing all white predominantly. And on the black figure's clothing, it says "I hate." We know that the heart symbolizes love. And the heart is actually broken up, which would indicate that this is some type of hate. And if you take a look in this scene, you'll see the cross. So "I hate" cross. I believe that if anything, this is a depiction of that. And right as I say that, the other rapper, Binks, he's bowing his head, showing the D, which I would imagine would stand for devil, demon, things of that nature. I don't know how this all makes sense, but I'm just really trying to piece things together at this point.
Just a little black boy with some rap tunes. Then Mr. Competition, I'll be home soon. After millions, you can't stop it, we on our way. As they say, the same song, just a different day. Just
All right, it's about right here where you see a lot of flash frames. and you kind of see the setup for a epic battle. You'll see one scene where both guys are wearing black. You'll see a scene where both guys are wearing white. I believe that they're depicting both sides of this battle. That is something I want you to pay attention to. And then there's also frames when they're in the same frame together, one wearing black and one wearing white, which will probably signify the battle has begun. So pay attention to that as well.
After millions, you can't stop it, we on our way. As they say, the same song, just a different day. Just a little white boy with some rap tunes. Dear Mr. Competition, I'll be home soon. After mills, you can't stop us, we on our way. As they say, the same song, just as they say.
And just in case you think that I'm making up the whole angel demon thing, just watch the rapper on the left of the screen. He's going to actually be flying around, in some ways, imitating an angel. Take a look.
Same song, just a different day.
That's my proof.
My brain is contagious, like herpes or AIDS. Still in the hood.
Now, this scene, I believe that, believe it or not, this might come off as a little strange. In some ways, I believe that the angel in this video is somehow setting the dark figures or the demons up, because it's almost as if he's wearing some type of disguise. He has on the hat, but yet he's wearing or donning his actual heavenly outfit. But he has on a hat in some ways to kind of trick or mislead the demons. And that's, if you know anything about battling or anything about war, that is a definite deceptive tactic. So don't get confused with the whole black hat with the D on it. I believe that is just how they manipulate their opponent.
Pit bulls in cages, specialist agents, tasers or lasers, nice metaphors. They don't make you the greatest. Ooh, shorty, heartless. You need. Ooh, shorty, heartless. Tasers or lasers. Metaphor.
Alright, here it comes again.
Agent. Tasers or lasers. Nice metaphor.
There it is again. Black hat. Handkerchief over the face.
They don't make you the greatest. Ooh, shorty, heartless. You need a G. He's a P. Prom queen. I seen dudes put white chips on scales. They never get caught. They invisible.
Wow, did you see that? Let's go back. Listen to the actual lyrics, and that will also provide a little bit of insight on all the things I'm saying about this video. Listen to the actual lyrics and then watch what you see. And you tell me this is not about some type of battle or some type of angelic presence.
They invisible.
Voila, there it is. They're invisible. And we already know that the spirit, there it is.
They never get caught. They invisible.
There it is. They're invisible. And we already know that the spirit world is invisible to our eyes. We can't see it. There could be battles taking place right in your living room. You would not know. You can't see it. They're invisible. Wow. Let's keep going. And if you take a look and listen to the lyrics, as he's saying, these dudes fairy tales, I'm the real you, it's shifting back and forth between the black attire and the white attire. So it's almost as if these angels and demons are mocking and talking about each other. So it's really cool dynamic if you really play. So it's a really cool dynamic if you really pay close attention to what's being said and what's being shown.
Rats run wild when your traps close. I'm just a lion dog and some rats close. You got a body, never scared. Just a murder cat, we make it rain on super Just a little black boy with some rap tunes. Didn't miss the competition, I'll be home soon. After me. Rap tunes. Didn't miss the competition, I'll be home soon. After million, you can't. We on our way, as they say the same. You can't stop it.
Alright, so the next scene you're about to see further confirms my point. You'll actually see the angel throw a punch at the demonic figure. Take a look, see it for yourself.
On our way, as they say the same song, just a different.
Now, why would that be in the video if this was not about a angelic and demonic fight? You explain it. I already know. Thank you.
Just a little white boy with some rap tune. Dear Mr. Competition, I'll be home soon. After meals, you can't stop us, see we on our way.
Wow, take a look at that shot. This is creepy. Like, look at his eyes when he says we are on our way. You can't tell me that's not two angels in some type of disguise that's on their way to do battle, on their way to slaughter. You couldn't tell me that. Look at the wings on the shirt of the rapper to the left, okay? These are obvious giveaways. His eyes, obvious giveaways. I mean, you have to pay attention. You have to see it, or you'll just miss it.
Meals, you can't stop us, see we on our way.
Wow.
As they say the same song, just a different day. I remember when they all thought this was just a joke. Like, you ain't black, white boy, better get some hope. Well, I got some hope and I got some artichoke. That's food for thought. Try not to choke. Surrounded by fools, so I'm trying not to cope. I'm the devil. Surrounded by fools, so I'm trying not to cope.
Alright, so this shot is very important to my point. If you see, there's a split down the road, one side being the black side and one side being more the enlightened side. And I believe that it's just the yin and the yang, or the division between good and evil. So once again, you can definitely see some of those dynamics taking place in the video. We already know that the devil often carries themselves very sleek in a way that is very charming. We already understand that, so I thought that this scene was something I needed to show you.
I'm the definition of everything.
And as he's wearing the demonic figure, or okay, and this scene is very important. As he's actually wearing or donning the demonic attire, he's actually forming a period. Now, I thought this scene was very important because as he's actually donning the demonic. Now, this scene is extremely important because as he's actually donning. Let me see something. Now, this scene is extremely important because as he's donning the demonic attire, he's actually forming something that looks like a pyramid. And if you actually look at the face, you'll start to kind of gather that this is actually trying to form some type of facial structure. And I don't really have to tell you that this area right here in the abdomen does look somewhat demonic. And something is going on that some people might just miss because it's all very subtle. But I think you all know that the Illuminati does have a lot of symbolism and that they often use pyramids and things of that nature to carry on their agenda.
Never spoke. Can't blame the truth, homie. Gotta let it be. And them stunning shades ain't gonna really help you see.
Now, this is a very important part. Alright, now coming up is a very important part to my whole theory behind this video. And we already know that in the Bible it states that the eyes are the windows to the soul. And the devil, being a great deceiver, he would most likely try to hide his eyes because you know the eyes never lie. So if you listen to what the artist says and then watch the imagery, you'll get the point behind the entire message.
You see, understand, can't blame.
Now, in the next scene, you'll see something that's very prominent to my theory behind what is going on in this video. We all know that the Bible states that the eyes are the windows to the soul and that eyes never lie. We know that for the most part. And if you were a great deceiver and your eyes never lie, what would you do? You would cover them. So if you take a listen to what the artist is actually saying and then watch the imagery, you'll understand what the point is behind this entire message. Listen up.
Truth, homie, gotta let it be. And them stunning shades ain't gonna really help you see. Understand that.
Wow, so you can kind of hear it. It's almost like a mocking tone, like those shades are not going to help you see. And we already know that the Illuminati claim to be enlightened and things of that nature. And also, if you know anything about the Illuminati, their artists usually cover their eyes in the in interviews and things like that. If you know anything about the Illuminati, then you know that their artist usually covers them. If you know anything about the Illuminati, then you know that their artists during interviews usually cover their eyes and things like that to try to keep people from actually seeing into their souls or seeing their eyes for the most part. So I believe that for the most part, and I believe that this verse, this point within this video is going at that point.
In this world is free. I'm the art of business and only the smart will succeed. Yeah.
Now, if you take a look at this watch, this is a Amir custom. Now, this scene is very important. This is a Amir Constantine watch, and I don't know if you know who Constantine is. He was a early Christian who built arches in the name of God, and they, if I'm not mistaken, still stand to this day. So the watch in Amir Constantine is extremely important to the video and also extremely important to my point.
You see, I got the air you need to breathe.
All right.
I'm the business and only the smart will succeed.
Also, in the next scene, you'll see something that's very interesting. He's basically mocking God in this scene. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you see, I got the air you need to breathe, but I'm charging dudes $10 per CD, and $10 ain't really nothing to a G. So I buy my own stuff and live for the eternity.
All right, in the next few scenes, there's a few important things that are going to take place. Right now, he's donning the demonic attire or the black, and he's going to make or mock God in this scene by pointing up and stating that he has what you need to breathe. And he even calls himself a G, which we could also substitute for the word God. So listen to these things as they occur.
You see, I got the air you need to breathe, but I'm charging dudes $10 per CD, and $10 ain't really nothing to a G. So
See? $10 is really nothing to a G. Okay? I'm assuming that obviously that would mean gangster in rap context, but considering the actual motive of the video, then we know that this is something else being played out. Let's listen to the next few lines in the rapper's verse.
buy my own stuff and live for the eternity.
Wow. Wow. Live for the eternity. Now we know that the Bible states that the devil will be locked up, or if not that, burned for eternity. And in this scene, he's stating that he'll be living for eternity. So, true to fashion, while donning the demonic attire, he's pretty much mocking the prophecy.
Yeah, the end's coming, better be prepared.
Wow! Okay, let me calm down. He just said it. Clear as day. The end is coming. Better be prepared. Wow. So if I'm wrong, explain that, please.
Black or white, either way, my Nikes are rare. Just a little black boy.
And if you take a look, And let's look at the Nikes. We know that the devil was once. Now let's take a look at the Nikes. We know that the devil was once an angel, and over time he manifested into a darker figure. So I think that this scene alludes to that. Let's keep going.
My Nikes are rare. Just a little black boy with some rap tunes. Then Mr. Competition out.
Okay, this is a very interesting shot. It pans to it very quickly and then pretty much goes away. But rich blood, we know that the blood of Christ is very rich and what it's able to do. We understand that, and I believe that this scene is alluding to the blood of Christ. So it's not money, it's not gang culture, but more or less the blood of Jesus. And of course, it's rich in its content. Interesting stuff here in this video.
I'll be home soon. After millions, you can't stop it. We on our way.
And in this scene, the artist says, "You can't stop it. We're on our way." And I would imagine that because he's in the dark attire, he's obviously making some type of threat. And I think the more interesting part is that the angel, or the at least angelic figure, is in the back as this is being said.
As they say the same song, just a different day. Just a little white boy with some rap tunes. Dear Mr. Competition, I'll be home soon. After meals, you can't stop us, see we on our way. As they say the same song, just a different day. Black boy, white boy. Black boy, white boy. Black boy, white boy. And say the same song, just a different day. White boy, black boy, white boy, black boy, white boy.
Alright, so my name is Tyrone Strong. Hopefully I've been able to enlighten you and also encourage you and entice you and incentivize you to look deeper within these videos and realize that it's something going on that's probably beyond our understanding. I hope that you can see my points, you understand where I'm coming from, and that it doesn't appear that I'm just pulling your leg here. There's about one more sign in this video that I think may be worth noting.
Black boy, as they say the same song, just a different day.
As the video cuts off, you'll see right here, it says the Rick the Dawn LP, June 21, 2014. And if we add these numbers up, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. We know that 7 is the God. Now, if we add these numbers up, we know that 4 plus 1 equals 5. And 5 plus 2 equals 7. If you know anything about the Bible, then you know that 7 is the God. Here in the last, now in the final scene, you'll see that it says the Rick the Dawn LP, June 21st, 2014, which appears to be the release date for this album. Now, why would he pick this date? Let's actually analyze this here. If we add up 4 plus 1, that will equal 5. And 5 plus 2 equals 7. And if you know anything about the Bible, then you know 7 is God's number. Now, let's talk about the devil for a second. His number is 666, right? So let's do the math. We have 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 777. I just thought that that was probably worth noting, as most people would have easily missed that. All right. I feel like I've really stressed it enough. I got another video coming very soon. Rick the Dawn, the artist, the African-American artist, has another video out, and it's full of tons of hints and signs. So we're going to definitely Alright, so this is Tyrone. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I am Tyrone Strong once again, and I will be back. I am not sleeping until I understand exactly what's going on. There is some type of war going on between the Illuminati and the Swave, and you better believe I'm on top of the entire situation. Rick the Dawn, the black artist, he has another video out full of hints and clues, and I will, without a question, dissect that video until I've discovered every secret in it. So there you have it. And I, without a question, will dissect every part of that video until there's no secrets left. You can believe that much. Tyrone Strong signing out. Peace.